All right, I think I'm live. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I'm coming back on to finish out all of the free readings. I did get to all the donations earlier on this morning's sessions. I did not get to any of my YouTube monthly channel member free readings or all the other free readings. So I will be completing, I think I've got like four YouTube channel members. I'll start up with those, and then I'll start into the list of the free readings. I got about just a little over 30 of those. So hang in there. We'll get through everything. You'll notice there's no chat in here because I'm not taking any new requests. I will be back next Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for more free readings. I'm on like Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon for those sessions. And if you're interested in a personal reading, there is a link down below. They are on sale for the month of February for my birthday month, at least, maybe longer. We'll see. But they are, there's a link down below. And then if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, we do get together during the week, Wednesday nights. We have a couple hours together. I have two levels of members. Zen Cricket, $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis, $7.99 a month. And so we have a couple hours together on Wednesday. Thursday night, my praying mantis get a special session for at least a couple hours. And then Friday and Saturday night, and then after the Sunday afternoon, we have at least an hour together too. So if you're interested in diving deeper, you have access to all that. Let's see, what else? I think that's everything. After I'm done, actually what I did today is I put the list in the order in which all the readings will be completed. If I stick to it. I have it all organized, so I should. But the list is in the description box of the video. It lists the exact order, so you can kind of see where your reading will appear and kind of where I'm at as I'm going through. So yeah, there you go. And thanks for all the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Okay. So we're going to be using is it the Wildwood? Yeah, Wildwood Tarot. Again, it's a beautiful deck. So that's where we'll start. The free readings go a little faster than the donations. So if you were attending the earlier one, these are 1 to 2 cards each normally for the free reading. So we'll go through these a little more quickly. So up first we have Happy Pill. So Happy Pill, you'd like a reading for the half of this year. All right. So free reading is just a couple cards. We'll see what they want you to know for the first half of the year. What's important stepping out here? Well, you'd actually got 3. So let's see what we got going on here. Looks like a lot of balancing energy coming in around thoughts and beliefs, because you have the ancestor card here, which is the Hierophant in the regular tarot, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective, from the capital T truths, and they're trying to bring you into some awareness. And there's some learning involved with that kind of teacher-student kind of energy. So you could be getting some sort of, I don't know if you're looking at having some sort of type of education for this first half of the year, or any kind of training that could also be indicated here. And the Knight of Arrows, Knight of Swords is about a quest for higher knowledge and seeing things from a higher perspective. So both of those cards were indicating that. And you do have the 9 of Bows, the 9 of Wands, which I feel like a lot of what you're learning during these 6 months has to do with stepping into your power and moving beyond limitations, where before you might have had some small truths that have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted before. This is about stepping beyond that and stepping into your power. But it isn't about that you're sitting back and it happens. This is you taking the action. This is you moving forward. It's you deciding that you're going to take your power back, and that you're not at the whim of the world in these things, but that you can nudge yourself forward. So a great deal of reflection and empowerment, I feel, is coming in. The energy that I feel, not so much relationship oriented. It feels more like dream, career, job, it's kind of like that. This limitations that's allowing you to expand and move forward and even move to a different company or a different type of um, what would you call it? Um, area of whatever expertise. Trying to think of a different word, but that's what's coming through here. So definitely for this half of this year, it's a big growth period for you, but I feel like a transformation, especially around job and career, that kind of area. Right. So that's what they have for you. Happy pill. So many blessings to you. And then Sihle Sibiya. I hopefully I didn't mispronounce that too bad. You want to know, how does Scott feel about you, especially after today's encounter? Ooh, okay. Let's take a look here and see what's going on inside the Scott Meister's heart. What is going on? What is he feeling? Okay, I feel like they want that one and that one. All right. Well, interesting. Well, there's a lot of emotion with the moon card flowing below the surface. A lot of, and I feel like it's subconscious and pushed down. We got the shaman card here, which is the magician card, which would represent could be passion or energy. Not attraction, can be attraction, but I feel like there's a lot of emotion bubbling below the surface. But I feel like they were definitely sparked in some way. And so, with whatever the encounter is, intrigue is a word that's coming to me, but there's still an air of mystery around all of this, too. So, it does feel here like if it was just wands and fire and magic wand type of energy, I'd feel like it's like attraction or things were sparked. So it could be, or it could be both. Sometimes people are sparked with, reaction, but then there's something within them that was like, I like this too, But and then with the emotion and both of these together, I feel like something is stirring inside them, both emotionally and energetically, and it can be attraction energy with all of that too. So, um, just I feel like they're so mysterious and they're just so um, shut down and closed off in their heart. That's why it just feels like it's the moon energy is so compressed and everything's below the surface that they don't share a lot of emotions on their sleeve, right? I feel like they'll more express their passion and their heatedness than they would the other emotions that are below the surface, because there's this kind of energy of it's weak when you show emotion, or you become vulnerable when you share emotion because people have used it against them in the past. So I feel like there's a little bit of protection energy, but some excitement too at the same time. Hopefully that makes sense. Depending on what kind of encounter that was today. But there is definitely emotions flowing, but they're not acknowledging them. And so hopefully that makes sense. Right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. And then Livier Vergara. Hello, hello. Good to see you. A message from your guides. All right, let's take a look here. What do they want here for you? Right, well, we got all these ancestor cards have been making its show today, but there is, you've got the world card, which they call what do they call it here? The world tree, which is the last card in the major arcana, ending of a major cycle, beginning of new adventure, and ready to move and see things differently. Because you have the ancestor card, which is the Hierophant, which is also this card of your higher self wanting to show you the higher truths around something coming in here, and that you're ready to see it now. I feel like you're reaching this significant um, victory. It's like you've accomplished something and now you're ready to go on to something new in your life. And that can be emotionally, it could be mentally, it could be physically, job, whatever. It could be energetically too. It could be all. But you are definitely reached a point where you're ready to enter into a new awareness, a higher awareness around things. And so I feel like you're going to get a lot of truth, a lot of clarity that's coming in that helps you with this next step. Because I feel like you might be like, have reached a threshold and you're like, okay, well, where am I going to go now? It's like walking out of a door of a building and going, well, I can walk forward, I can take a left, take a right, or go off diagonally, or maybe I can go off in a hot air balloon, and maybe I can, take a subway or a submarine. There's so many different, it's like you're reaching this point of possibilities and without restriction. And, um, and so you're uh, having a hard time determining what it is you want to do and where you want to go next, right? Whatever area or areas of this life this is for you. And I feel like it's more than one. I just feel like you're reaching a significant endings and beginnings period. And don't be afraid to ask spirit if you're unsure. Go, can you give me some clarity? Make this a no-brainer decision. What's for my greatest experience? And you will get answers for that. Just go inward and upward. Don't listen to a lot of opinion around you because those are all in fear. But so that's what they have for you. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. That's what they have for you, Livier, right now. So many blessings to you. And then Kelly, you are up next. So messages from your person's future self. All right. So your current person's future self. Let's take a look here. So we got to that and to this one. All right. So you definitely have this bright future ahead of you with the sun card, right? This is about shining bright, not asking permission to shine, not dimming your light. And even with the Emperor card, which they call the green man here, it's Aries energy, got Leo energy and Aries energy. So fire, fire, fire. And it's about trying to decide what it is that you want, getting out of um, the mindset of listening to the advisors and all the self-appointed advisors around the supposed to be and the should be and the need to be of life, and be able to realize I'm the one in charge of my life. I have to live my life. So what do I want? Let me put a plan together. Let me put energy behind it. Let me put a lot of fire behind it and not be afraid to step into the light around all of this too. But a lot of fire, a lot of action. It's a time for action. Um, it's a time to be bold. It's a time to step forward with courage. Leo, courage, energy. Leo the lion, right? To roar forward, to step forward. And again, don't be afraid to step out into the light and to take back your power over your life and decide what it is that you want to do next. Where is it that you want to go? There's no right or wrong. And part of this emperor energy is also about this is your uh, future self of your person, saying that this is something that you've struggled with for a long time. Um, and that's why they're bringing it to you now because you can put extra energy behind it and make it easy, your path easier than the current trajectory that you're on. Because there's a lot of supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be rules and not, you're supposed to do this and you're not supposed to do that. A lot of this restriction that they're like, that's dimming your light, and it's important. um well, it can be important. I mean, they're like, you're going to be fine if you don't, but it's a lot easier when you free yourself now than when you wait to free yourself later. So that's what they have for you right now, Kelly. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so many blessings to you. All right, so that is it for my YouTube monthly channel members. Now I'll begin the other free readings. Like I said, I've got about 30-ish of these, so just hang in there as we roll down the list. So up first we have Patricia. So Patricia, a message for the week. M and D are having birthdays. Oh, and best wishes to you. So, oh, the Aquarians, all these Aquarians, huh? All right. So let's take a look here. A message for the week for you. Let's see, what do they want you to know about this week? So, all right, look at this. You've got the Queen of Swords, which they call the Queen of, what do they call these? Arrows, the Swan. And you have the Seer, which is the High Priestess. Interesting that, the Queen of Swords, she rules over the sword suit, air, but she, behind the scenes, she has the cups, emotions. So she's a great balance between head and heart. And the high priestess, of course, she's able to step out of the chaos, connect to the higher realms, look behind the veil, dive deep into the emotional realm. And there is this clarity coming in, this balance, um, that's important here. Sometimes we can be so heavenly minded, we're no earthly good because we're off in Pisces dream energy and connecting to universes, different vibrations far away, and then but there's the mind and the humanness that we need to be able to function here. We can get so caught up in our head that we're not spiritually connected too. So it feels like this week it's a big week of balance for you, realizing that take the time to step away and breathe deep and connect higher to get answers, to get guidance, to have it draw you. But it's important that both the head and the heart, and spirit, through your heart, have um, a nice balanced approach where, like, they each hold the same amount of shares in your life and they both have a viewpoint that they present to you, but it's your higher self, it's your connection to your higher self, who makes the decision. So you're hearing from your heart, you're hearing from your mind. Close your eyes and open your heart and see what it says, and then see what your mind has to say around that. But ultimately, follow your gut and look into that instinct and the connection to spirit this week. But it is very much this feeling of take a big deep breath, calm down, step back, see things from a different perspective, and don't rush into making decisions this week with all this too. It's just about, let me take a breather, let me just kind of sit with this, and then just turn inward and upward and see what information comes through both your head and your heart this week. So I like that for you. Right, that's what they have for you, Patricia. So many blessings to you. All right. Then we have Eucalyptus Body Wash. You are up. I love Eucalyptus Body Wash. So, angel messages for you. Let's see what they have here for you. Eucalyptus smells so good. Opens up your sinuses, especially in a nice warm shower. All right. So, you've got two major arcana. You've got both the shaman, which is the magician card, and you have the giant bear, card 20, which is the judgment card. This is about a calling, your higher self calling you to see things differently and into something. It's like they're calling you on a mission possible, not mission impossible. But if you are willing to do this, the shaman, the magician says you have the energy, you have all the ability to step forward in this new direction where they're drawing you. I feel a lot of creative energy that's coming in here too. So I don't necessarily feel like it's a big change of like your overall dream, but I feel like they're taking you on this adventure to connect to your creativity, to express it into the world. The magician sometimes will have the wand pointed towards the heavens and then one hand kind of like this, well, let's see, this to the ground, which is like you're this conduit of bringing this unconditional love energy in the that's in your heart from the higher realms through you out into the world. So it's like you're bringing this essence, this energy, this creative energy into the world. And I do feel like they're nudging you to go a different way, approach things in a different way, let that creative juices flow and get outside the box, get outside the norm. It's like a break from work, a break from big mental, like, overworking your brain, and this is all about this creative, energetic energy that they're kinda guiding you to. that can be brought back around to help you in your life, but um, in whatever you create. But it's all about creation right now, and I feel like that's what your angels are wanting you to do. Is like you are here to express this beautiful love in your heart in your own special, unique way. But I feel like right now, outside of like a dream and a career and things, this is like a creative project that you're being nudged to do. So hopefully that resonates, and that's what they have here for you. And if you're working on one, it's validation that you're on the right track, and maybe open your heart a little more and close your mind a little more to let the creativity flow from your heart, right? So that's what they have for you, Eucalyptus. So many blessings to you. And then Mika Khan, you are up. Will taking some mule courses be enough for you to succeed in DS business? All right. So based on current energy, will taking these courses be enough? Yeah. You've got here the Queen of Wands and the um, World card, which a World card is a victory card. It's the ending of a major cycle, beginning of a new adventure, and the Queen of Bows, the Queen of Wands. Whatever she puts her mind to, she gets done. She has the ability to really super focus her energy. And if you feel like you have to make a decision and you're not sure, she also has a strong connection to the spirit world, and you can ask for help going, hey, can you help me make this decision? Provide me information to help me make it a no-brainer decision kind of thing. But I definitely feel like this is a lot of energy, a lot of movement, a lot of power, and a victory card with the world card, which is an ending of a big cycle, a beginning of a new adventure that is full of possibilities. So that would be enough for you to succeed in the business, in the DS business. Um, and I almost feel like with the Queen of Wands, you don't even need to do that to succeed, because it's your energy that allows you in whatever you focus on. Like if you're focusing on gratitude and higher vibration, you open up the conduits to allow yourself to receive, right? But if you're focusing on want and need and fear and those energies, then that draws in the lower vibration and pushes success away from you. So success starts in here with the stories, your emotions, your energy, and your physical actions. And that's what rules things, not um, you know, so much knowledge and so much activity and so much things. It's about aligning yourself to higher vibration is what allows things to come in. Because a quick example, when I worked in corporate life, like I would work 4 times as hard as my job required, and at least from my viewpoint, and striving for promotions, striving for success, striving for bonuses and raises 4 times the work, and get 'em meets expectations. No promotions, no raises, no nothing. And then I'd be like, "What?" And then so I would stop investing that much energy, and I'm like, "You know what? I make good enough money. I'm grateful I have a job. I'm grateful for that the customers and the peers and managers everyone I work with, and I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna go in and enjoy my job." And I did that in that attitude of gratitude, doing a fourth of the work, raises, promotions, bonuses. It's how it works. Gratitude draws in want, need, pursuing, energy, 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 effort, 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 pushes it away. All right. So that's how that works. Hopefully that helps you there, Mika Khan. So many blessings to you. And then content, you're up. Will you see the Taurus face to face this month? All right. Based on current energies, will you see them face to face? We got the Two of Arrows. I like this blindfold. It's kind of telling me, based on current energies, it doesn't appear to be. Feels like more other alternate communications. But the Page of Wands also tells you, the Page of Bows tells you that um, you can change the energy and make it possible by focusing in on gratitude for all the times. If you've seen them face to face, especially, you can have gratitude for, I loved, thank you so much that I was able to see them face to face that time and that face to face that time. and then focus on what you love about them, what you like about them, what you're grateful for in your life right now. Raise all that love vibration, right? Because we talk a lot about energy, because our energy is what controls our life, and either draws things to us or repels things from our life. When I have a want and a need, it repels those things away from me, because the energy of want, like I want to see them face to face. What our energy puts forward is I like wanting, I like wanting, I like wanting, because that's what we're talking about, is wanting to see them. They don't hear that to see them. They just like, I love wanting. Well, I love wanting to see them, not seeing them. That's what all my energy is focused on, is wanting to see them. When we're grateful for when we have seen them or seen other people or what we love in someone, then we draw in that things that match that energy. But if we're focused on want, that's what repels it away. So if you adjust your energy, then it does have a possibility where you can, um, at least you're not pushing it away from you. You're drawing in um, possibilities to see them, if that makes sense. All right. So right now, I just feel like the blindfold is like, no, I don't see them. So that's the message that pretty much comes through right now. Right. So that's what they have for you, content. And then Eagle, you would like general career for the rest of February. All right, let's see here. What do we have for the rest of February? So you've got the Page of Vessels, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Bows. So, there's this energy that comes in with the Two of Wands. This is like we were just talking about. Whatever we focus on is what grows and expands, but there is two choices here. This is about like planning and putting together plans. And the Page of Vessels, the Page of Cups, is really about following your heart, communicating from your heart, leading from your heart, when it comes to career. And when I get this kind of message, it's about a little nudge from spirit about, um, you know, when we're growing up, we got a lot of stories about supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be, especially around career and job and responsibility. And you should make money, you should make a lot of money, and it should give you this and it should give you that and prestige and blah, 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 all these rules, right? And the mind is like this long list it's trying to fulfill. And our heart is like, but I don't like that stuff. I didn't want to be an accountant, not to diss accountants, but that's like kind of the dream that was presented to me when I was younger, was you'd be a great accountant. And I'm like, all right, sounds good. I want to be an accountant. And no, it doesn't match me. I love balancing numbers and stuff, but it just didn't resonate with me. And that's the change that happens, is the heart wants something different from the mind, which is where I feel like this Two of Wands is coming in. And the Page of Cups is about follow your heart. Where's your heart leading you? Where is your joy leading you? And I feel like this is a big energy that's coming in. A lot of astrology supports this year too, because we have a lot of energy pointing us inward and upward to find out what is it that I want to do, who is it that I want to be. And I feel like you're like feeling those churning energies, and spirit's saying, follow your heart, follow your joy. That will lead you. You don't have to figure out your entire life today. Just follow your heart. Where's your heart leading you right now in your life? And follow that, because you'll be happier that way and successful, amazingly enough. When we're in this place of following our heart, we're full of gratitude, and that opens the conduits of blessings and abundance. Whereas when we're ruling from our heart, I mean our head, with small t, truths rooted in fear, that actually brings in lower vibrational things, that restricts, it pulls things away from us instead. So I feel like it's a month to follow your heart, and see where that's going to be leading you. I feel like it's a change from where your mind has been wanting you to go. So hopefully that makes sense to you, right? So that's what they have for you, Eagle. So many blessings to you. And then Faith and Love. Hello, hello. So good morning, or now it's good afternoon. What messages do you need to know about what's coming in for your relationship with C this month? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your relationship with C? All right. Well, you definitely so sorry, um, are gonna be faced with some decisions. You got the 2 of swords, the 2 of arrows, going back and forth between some thinking and some clarity that you're seeking, and you do have the knight of also arrows, which is the knight of swords, and this is the pursuit of seeing things more clearly and from a higher perspective. You have also the shaman card that came out, which is the magician card, which does say that you have all the power within you to make your dreams come true on your own. But when you combine all these together in this energy of relationship, I just feel like stagnancy, right? Like things just don't feel like they are moving the way you're wanting them to move. And with this magician card, it's divine masculine energy, and it's like um, we can have divine feminine where we go, I don't know what to do. I'm becoming chalice. Help me, spirit, fill me up and help. Um, and this feels like spirit is bringing you clarity about what you want. And this magician card is about you speaking up and asking if it's possible, if they see it's possible, even probable, that, this is something that I would like to move forward with, or this is what I would like. What do you think? But I feel like it's you putting forth energy. I know that's scary, and don't be pooping your pants with all this, because what are we afraid of, right? Well, I'm afraid if I ask them for something they're not ready to give, that they'll leave. Well, if they do, they're doing you a favor. That's the whole thing when we're afraid to speak up because we're afraid, well, then they'll leave me. Like if they leave you, then they're telling you exactly what you need to know. That you're not the one for me. Thank you for showing me that. I thought maybe you would be the one, but by what you just did, you ain't matching my energy. I'm So that opens the space for someone who will, right? And so asking for what you want, sharing how you feel, sharing what um you know, now if you're wanting children and you're like, "I wanna have a baby with you," that will probably scare the crap out of them, right? So within reason, right? We'll share enough to see if they have that mutual interest and if they wanna go where you are wanting to go, and if they don't, then that's when you have that decision to make going, "Is the thing I want that important?" And if it is, then you get to make a choice and go, okay, well, thank you for being honest and sharing it with me, but I'm ready to have a deeper relationship. And if you're not willing to do that, then maybe, you know, um, I'm not the person for you because you, you will need someone who is only wants this, but I want this. And if you only want that, then I deserve someone that wants this too, right? So hopefully that helps. That's what I feel is coming in right now. All right. So many blessings there, faith and love. And then Maria P. Hello, hello. So thank you for your donation earlier and multiple donations this weekend. So love messages for you and Walter. What do they want you to know? All right. All right. Well, look at this. So you've got the Four of Vessels, the Four of Cups, which is emotional stability. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. They call it the Eight of Stones, which is about progression and um, putting in the inner work, really, because this is about like a caterpillar creating its cocoon, becoming caterpillar soup and transforming into a butterfly, and then rummaging out of the cocoon to build its little butterfly muscle wings so it can fly. And the Four of Vessels can be, we can become complacent in our emotional journey sometimes, where I don't feel good enough, um, but what I like about this and putting in the work and realizing that it will progress and it will make you to be able to receive and give love more if you focus in on raising your love vibration of your own heart, right? Because you can't give more love than you have for yourself, nor receive more love than you have for yourself. So the more you expand your self love, the more love you can give. and the more love that you can also receive. And it's important in this evolutionary, this especially this emotional evolution journey that you have going on here, because they are doing some inner work, and you don't want to stay a caterpillar, which you've been doing so much inner work, like there's no danger of it anyway. But the more that you do it, the freer you become, and the more expansive you're able to give and receive love to humans. Plus, it's a win-win-win, because you also get to feel more higher love in that solid foundation, which helps continue to stabilize, but not to the your emotions, but not to the point of any kind of stagnancy. And so I like this. It's like, yeah, remember, the love you have for yourself will be reflected in the love that you have for another, right? And from another. So I like that for you. Hopefully that is clear. All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. So many blessings to you. Let me just bring over a couple of these here. So up next, we've got Swaroop Bobby. I think I'm staying in on task here. Let me just make sure I'm on the list here. Okay, yep. So, Swaroop, hello. Could you please give me the time frame for getting a new job? All right, let's see what Spirit is willing to tell you here about timing and getting a new job. Anything else about the timing of getting a new job? All right. So, whoa, throwing things around. So you've got this moon card coming in here. And so moon cycles are important here. We have a full moon coming up here on the 12th, which is like 3 days away. But I feel like, and then we have a new moon 2 weeks after that. I feel like it's going to be on a moon because in addition to the moon card, you also got the death and rebirth card, which is a giant full moon here. So moon energy is very present, and you also have the 8 of cups, all this emotional energy. 8 of cups. And so I do feel here, new job, new moon. But the important thing is that there's emotional energy through all of this here. And so what I mean by that, what I feel bubbling up from underneath, is there are some hard feelings, maybe resentment or something that feels in that family of betrayal, resentment, being, um, you know, feeling hurt from a job if they laid you off, or how people treated you and they didn't uh, acknowledge you the way that you wanted to be acknowledged at these places. And that energy can be really weigh us down and anchor and slow things down, right? And this is all about emotional release, I'm feeling here, which will help. This is like these energies are holding you back and keeping you held back instead of propelling you forward. And so, if you can look at forgiving individuals, realizing that anyone that didn't give you the validation you were looking for, the promotions or the job or the raise, or they fired you or laid people off, that this was for you to open you up for something more in alignment for you, and you can release the wrath and any of those lower vibrational emotions that are there, and then start looking at gratitude for all the jobs that you have had in the past, that in the sincerely the things you loved about them, and have gratitude for them. Even if it's like, you know what, they were there every day. I didn't arrive one day and the company had moved and didn't tell me. It can be the smallest things, but it's the gratitude and the energy that puts you in the receiving, and that energy speeds up where you can get it sooner. Otherwise, it's like the cycles of the moon. If that cycle of emotional energy doesn't change, then the reflection of that in the outside world doesn't change either, and it'll keep a job away. So hopefully that makes sense. But I feel like it could be as early as the next new moon in 2 weeks and a few days, um, or not, depending on how much of that energy you do. So you have great possibilities, but you're the one that's your energy is the one that's either repelling the job away through those emotions, those lower vibrational emotions that you have against your previous company or companies. And you are the one that can change that energy because it's your power of emotional choice that's important. All right. So hopefully that makes sense, Swaroop. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings. And then Highness, you're up next. So what are your housemate Anna C's thoughts about you? Uh-oh. I'm going to steal her cake. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think about cake. All right. What does she think about you? All right. Well, doesn't look bad at all. You got the Queen of Swords, which is she sees you as someone who's balanced between head and heart. And with the Star card, that's another balancing card that's coming in here. I don't necessarily, because the Star card can mean like a dream come true. Is any roommate, any housemate really a dream come true? No, not unless they're who I'm attracted to, and they love me, and they're attracted to me too. No, then they're not the perfect housemate, right? But there is all this balanced energy, and they feel like, yeah, you're a good balance with who they are, and you guys might have some little different viewpoints because you guys are on separate. It's like you're on separate sides of the scale, but you help balance each other out. Like one of you might be like super, super organized, the other one a complete mess, but you help, someone, you know, draws you in more towards the middle and you draw them a little more towards the middle. Like in my first relationship, they were all about um, have fun. And if there's time left over, then do the work. And I was all about do the work. And if there's time left over, we can go have fun, right? Chores need to get done, this stuff, then we play. Well, we drew each other closer where I was like, all right, these important things need to get done. The rest can wait. We can go have fun, and then we'll do those other things later. And they were like, yeah, I'll go vacuum, I'll do that, and you do that, and then we'll be able to go to the movie. Okay, sounds good. So that's the kind of, I think, the viewpoint they have is like you guys kind of you've been balancing each other, but they really see you as a balanced individual too. So um I don't feel any like, you know when you live with people, we all get on each other's nerves at some point, right? Depending on how we're feeling certain days. But in the end, overall, it feels like there's nothing, sinister there. All right. So hopefully that helps, Highness. That's what they have for you. So many blessings. All right. And then we have Victoria Huber Ramirez. You are up next. Let me just make sure I'm sticking to my little list here. So, Victoria, good morning and now good afternoon to you. And you want to know what is coming towards you in regards to love. All right. Let's take a look here and see what they want you to know about love right now. Okay. And what's coming towards you. All right. We have the Page of Vessels, the Page of Cups, which is about a heightened love coming your way. Let's see what else we have here, too. Wow. Well, we do have movement of communication, Knight of Swords and Ace of Swords. So, with all this combined together, this is movement of new communication coming in. And the Page of Cups is like the number 11 of cups. And that can represent like someone that you've already known. It doesn't mean that you've been involved with them romantically, but it's someone that you've known already that's new communication coming from them. So you maybe not haven't talked to them in a little bit, and they're like, "Hey, I'm back in town. I just got back." Like maybe they went away for school or a job or did something, blah blah blah. Now they're back. And you're like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, do you want to grab a coffee or some food?" And you're like, "Yeah, let me hear everything that's been going on." right? And it's this kind of re-emergence in your life kind of energy, but it's not like an ex coming back. Oh, the exes of Christmas past. No, this is like someone that you had an attraction with, but like at the time they were with someone or you were with someone. It's like one of those where you're never single at the same time until now. And they had even moved away and you're like, "Oh, well," and now they're back and you guys had lost touch. And feels like it's been not like a decades or anything, but it feels like a year to 18 months maybe that they've been gone, or it just feels that kind of that enough time away that things have changed. You've changed, they've changed a little bit as well, and you're just like, "Wow. Hmm." So, there you go. Ringy, ringy, dingy. All right. So that's what they have for you right now, Victoria. So many blessings to you. And then Minahil, hello, you're up. So will you be a businesswoman in the future, or will you just be a slave to a job, right? Let's take a look here. So based on current energies, are you going to be a businesswoman, own your own business? Or are you going to be working for someone else? All right. All right. Wow. I really feel here you got the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. They call them bows, but 7 of Wands is about uh, shining bright, not dimming your light, not asking permission to shine, not defending yourself. The 10 of Wands is putting in a lot of energy, but also getting a big harvest. And I feel like with all this energy that you will be your own business owner, because it takes a lot of work, you know. Like in this one, I like how they're heading up the path to the village, and it's like I put all this harvest and I have all this, but I feel like it's you creating your own, not you producing for someone else. So I like that for you. It's a lot of work. The 10 of wands is like a ton of energy, but when you're working for yourself, it's different because you get all the reward for your efforts instead of you working so hard and here's your penny raise, and you're like, yay, right? So I really like this energy for you, and I feel like it is leaning towards being your own, being a business owner, being a businesswoman. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Minahil. So many blessings to you. All right. Let me just move some more of these over here. We've got Pisces up next. So let me just see here. Make sure my list is accurate. All right. That's good. So, Pisces, hello, hello. You want to know what will be the rising sign of your future spouse? How fun is that? Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's a rising sign is the glasses through which we see the world. So, and how we can be seen sometimes too, but it's the glasses through which we see. So, what is going to be their rising sign? So we've got the 9 of arrows and the 10 of bows. Interesting energy. Okay, so 9 of swords, the 9 that's an air energy, and the 10 of wands, of course, that's fire energy that comes in here. And what's really standing out to me here, I feel like they're on the cusp in between, like I feel like a Sagittarius and a Capricorn. Sagittarius is the archer and the 10th house, and the ninth and 10th house is Sagittarius and Capricorn. So I feel like they're like right on the cusp, which means within like 5 degrees on either side. So they're either going to be, their birthdays will be in December, like I would say, you know, December, 'cause December 20th is when it goes to Capricorn. So you're looking at probably 7, 8 days before and after that, you know. So, they will be that interesting combination of Capricorn energy mixed with Sagittarius energy. So they see the world through work and detail and doing the work, but they also have the Sagittarius fun, let's travel, blah blah blah. So a nice balance, I feel, between work and play, and a lot of energy. When they work hard, but when they play hard too. So that is the energy I'm picking up right now for you there, Pisces. So hopefully that helps. Many blessings. Never had anyone ask that before. I love it. All right. And then M. You are up next. It's the letter M. So will you meet your future spouse at your sister's wedding? Ooh, all right. Let's find out here. Based on current energies, are you going to meet your future spouse at your sister's wedding? All right. All right. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Bows, the Seven of Wands. It is a new communication here that comes in. And the Seven of Bows, the Seven of Wands, really is about like shining bright, standing up above others. I guess it's your sister's wedding. Are you one of her maid of honor or one of the bridettes? Are you going to be up with her? Because I feel like this is an affirmative because it's new communication in it. And really, I saw this is about standing out from the crowd, standing above the crowd. So I feel like you're on a stage or at least on a raised platform where you are part of the wedding party, or there's something that you're doing that you're standing out. And I do feel like you meet someone there, at least an introduction, and you get to see them. And this is the ace. Aces is the new beginning. So I definitely feel like that that energy there. So there you go. um, I so I feel like you meet them there, but I don't feel like you guys like you might chat a little bit and you kind of sense there's attraction between the two of you, but they don't go like, "Hey, can I have your number?" and blah 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 blah. It's like, "Well, very nice to meet you," and da 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 da. And then I feel like within I don't know what timing after this. I mean, it feels like almost right after, like within let's say within a week, maybe a little longer, but at least within it's like within the next couple weeks after the wedding, there's another gathering of something else, and they're there too. And you're like, "Hey." And you guys get to talk more because it's not such a big event. It's not like it's like at someone's house or something where you guys can chat and blah blah blah, and then you talk about this, and you talk about that, and you talk about this, and then they're like, "Wow." Um, and I feel like you guys have a common interest or something because they use that as their like, "Oh, you love that? I do too." They have like, let's say it's uh, certain kind of music or certain kind of something or other where like, well, they're having this festival or they're having this thing. Would you go? Do you want to go? Because none of my friends like that. And I'm kinda going, "Oh, I won't go by myself, I would like to share it with someone. Would you like to go?" And "Yeah," "Me too, my friends don't even like that." And so you have that kind of thing. And that's kind of the energy I'm feeling them. So there you go. So yes. Yes, but then something else later too. All right. All right, so many blessings. And then we have Misha. Hello, hello. So you wanna know how many new love offers are coming towards you soon? As you said, you'll get a lot of options in love. So who will be best for you? You got them rolling in, right? Let's see here. So as far as soon, let's see what we've got here. Can you tell me a little more here? All right, so you get 3 cards. Let's see what we have here. All right. Well, I feel there are 2 that are headed your way here. You've got one, which is the 9 of Cups. It's like, they seem, and we're emphasizing quotes, seem like a dream come true, right? And then you have the 5 of Swords, which is someone that there's kind of this conflicting little energy between the 2 of you, but it's not like a toxic rah, rah, rah. It's a playful, bantering kind of energy. And you have the Hierophant here. This is your higher self calling you to see things from a higher perspective. It's like things aren't always as they seem. They're wanting you to see a capital T truth, see clarity from above instead of what you think you see down here, right? So in the beginning, with the bantering, it's playful, but that's what you need, Misha. You need someone who's can give and take banter and fiery personality, you know? The other one, it's like, "Oh, well, look, they're secure, they've got money, oh, they're not bad looking and this," but you're like, oh, wait, woo." You know, it's like, this doesn't seem like that, right? So it's like there's one that meets the requirements in the head that you've been told to grow up with and blah, 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 and there's something that's kind of challenges your mind going, "No, no, 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 that's not someone that we would be with." And it's like, "Why not?" "Well, yeah, why not?" And it's because of these beliefs, these opinions you have, but you're like, they're actually the choice that is best for you and for your growth and for your transformation in life and for excitement and in life and so I like that for you. So hopefully that makes sense. Right now I feel like there's 2 coming in and and you'll know if you'll step away from the human mind point and connect higher and see things more clearly and go, you know, yeah, that would be nice. That would everyone would think I should be with them, but this is what I'm attracted to and what I'm drawn to and which I know in my soul is right for me. And so there you go. All right, so that's what they have for you right now, Misha. So many blessings. And then Carmeldeamon, you are up. So romantic love coming your way in February. If not, when? All right, let's take a look here. So is it in February? And if not, when? Or if so, what? All right. Is it coming in February? You got the strength card coming in here. And the strength card is Leo energy. It's passion energy. But when you're talking about romantic love, you know, this is more fiery passion attraction. So I feel like you have like a someone that shows interest, but you really pick up that it's really about sensuality and physical and energetic attraction, but not emotional attraction. And you realize right away that this person is it's about them and what they can get. So you're like, no, not February, but there is someone. So you just want to be aware that it's a little, you know, like with fireworks, you have little sparklers, you write it, and so it's all pretty and pretty and then it's done. You're like, "Oh, well, that was fun," you know? So that's that. I'm so sorry. Um, you do have the 10 of arrows here, the 10 of swords, if not when. And this does talk about expectations and releasing expectations. So based on current energies with the expectations that are in place, this would be like October is when you would have that, which is only 8 months away. You're like, "What?" But there's also this because we have so many expectations of supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. This is who they're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be in the relationship, how the relationship is supposed to start and how it's progress and what it's supposed to bring in. And this is who I'm supposed to be in the relationship and who I'm supposed to be. And all these rules, it sucks the life, but it also slows everything down. It's always ranges. Most things are ranges. And the more we raise our love vibration by getting rid of a lot of the rules, because when we have all those, they're over here and we can only move this fast, and it's going to take us to October before they're in our view. But I can remove expectations faster and see them and find them sooner too. So it's all about questioning your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, these small t truths that are rooted in fears, fears of if they're not this and not that, and all these opinions that we had. As you release those, you can meet them sooner. But it's about, and it's so good to get rid of those because when we have a lot of expectations around anything, we're focusing on what something is not being instead of gratitude for what something is. And when we're grateful for what something is, we draw in more and that grows, right? When I'm focusing on what something's not being, I find more of what it's not being, and that expands. And that's what sucks the life out of a relationship. And, then it's over, right? So hopefully that helps, Carmel. So enjoy the sparkler in February. Just know it's not the long term individual. It's someone showing you, kind of reflecting back to you what you want to see about yourself and what you truly want in a partner. And you're like, yeah, sensuality and attractiveness and flirting and blah 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 is fun, but it gets old when you're really looking for someone that can give and receive love to you as well, right? All right, so many blessings. That's what they have. And then Minu, you are up. So, how will your finances in the future be like? Will you get your desired money and job in the future? All right. So, based on current energies, what do they want you to know here? All right. So, you have the King of Vessels, which is a balance between head and heart coming in here. And the seven of bows, the seven of wands, is about standing tall. It's about um, not needing to defend what you want, but there is this energy here of making sure that what I desire from money and job, is that of the mind, of fear, of supposed to be, of should be, or is it something that you really desire from your heart? Because the seven of wands is about, you know not dimming your light, shining bright. It's what I want, it's my passion. um and then the king of cups is like saying your head wants maybe one thing, your heart wants something else. And when it's in conflict, when we're defining ourselves by job or by money, our finances, then it escapes us, we push it away because um, that's a false definition. That's retail price, what we feel we're worth to the outside world. But the seven of wands, the seven of bows, is making you reflect upon that I am like the sun. I don't have to ask permission to shine. I don't need gratitude from anyone. I'm going to shine bright and be me, and be unique, uh, not unique, but be true to my authentic self, my unique self. And are these the things that I really need? And am I focusing on the need of them, or am I focusing on expressing who I am and living my passion and gratitude for what I have, right? Because all this energy that I'm picking up here is ultimately with the king of vessels, the king of cups, you're looking for this wonderful balance between your head and your heart. but I feel like your mind is taking you into this place of, well, I need this much money and I need to have this kind of job and I need to have this and this is like what I desire. And when we focus on needing and wanting, we actually repel the things away from us instead of drawing it to us. What draws these things to us is gratitude for what finances, especially like finances I have right now. I'm so grateful and can't fake it, has to be sincere from our heart because energy don't lie. If I'm like I want money, and I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful for the money I have. Where's the extra money coming? Then we know we haven't surrendered it. We're still looking for that extra, extra, extra. And I've got to get to this place to be happy. This is all about being content in the now, being bright, shining bright, live your passion, and yeah, we can ask creator and spirit, I'd really like this cool job and I'd really would like some, significant amount of money, but we don't ask every day. We ask once, they have a great memory, and then you focus on gratitude and living the brightness of who you are moment to moment, then this stuff can come to you. Otherwise, you're like chasing it away from you with strong pursuit for it, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what they have for you, Minu. Hopefully that helps. So many blessings to you. Sorry, I'm sliding off my chair. Okay, there we go. All right, let me move a few more of these over here. So thank you guys for your patience as we move through the lists here. All right, so up next, we do have Momo 7. Hello, hello. So is your future spouse from the same country as that you're in? Okay, let's take a look here. Are they from the country or are they foreign? Let's take a look here. So we've got the Great Bear, which is the Judgment card in the standard tarot, the giant white bear there. And you got the Nine of Swords. And this combination, what I'm feeling here, that no, I don't feel like they're from the country that you're in, like they weren't born there. But I do feel like they immigrated because this Nine of Swords is like they were fleeing somewhere because of the fear of what was going to be happening in the country that they were at, either not having enough, whatever the reasons were. I feel like there was multiple reasons with nine swords, but that the Judgment card is like when they felt called to go somewhere else. So they had like a lot of concerns about the country they lived in, but they had this draw to come to the country that you're in. So they're living where you are right now, but they're not from where you are right now. They did immigrate in, and I feel like it was a while ago, but they're not native to the country that you're in. All right. Ooh. All right. So that's what they have. I like that energy for them because they had to leave a lot behind and they had to restart and they, you know, have a tough time in the beginning because a lot of people were like, "We don't want you in our country." But they really applied themselves and great attitude and a go-getter and a survivor and a thriver kind of energy. So I like that for you. All right. So that's what they have, Momo. Many blessings. Excuse me. And then Ashvin Ray, you are up next. All right. I think I cleared away my frog. Maybe I didn't. Getting all choked up over your question, Ashvin. No, it's just guidance for the week or guidance for you, not for the week, but guidance for you. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right, those. All right. So, wow, you've been really active lately. With this Eight of Wands, a lot of energy flowing around you, a lot of activity, a lot of go, 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 go. And you got the Four of Swords, which is rest. And it's important here, you've been working so hard, you've been investing so much energy, and maybe a lot of mental energy, especially. with a combination of these cards, but I feel like it's time for put your mind at rest, time for brainless activity or creative activity, something that doesn't require a whole lot of thinking. But it's important to balance here. And to recharge your battery is a big thing because you do not want forced RNR, forced rest and relaxation, which happens when we see our phones getting down to the red, we plug it in and recharge it, right? But we ignore the alert systems in our bodies and our minds and our emotions when we're so tired, but we keep going. And it's like, then our bodies are like, "Bzz. All right, do we need to have you be sick so you rest? No. I know, I get it. That's me. So I will go, go, go and overdo it. And I've been learning, thankfully, to balance more and more and more and more. But I get it. But it is this message of take time to rest and recharge. Um, and it's worth it. Otherwise, your body will give you forced R&R. It's not a threat. It's just information, right? All right. So that's what they have for you right now, Ashvin. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have Melisa Hodzic. Hello, hello. Well, thank you. Wishing you a great Sunday as well. So you're currently saddened by crazy ass rumors about you at your work. How fun. Can you please give me any advice? It just hurts so much. You can't keep yourself calm after that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, when it first happens, of course, we go into fight or flight mode. That fear, our little inner child feels unsafe and out of control. And so we have confusion, we have our heart racing, our body's reacting, trying to go in to protect itself, right? Let's take a look here. Yeah. And of course, you've got the Queen of Cups, which very empathic person, right? Rolls over emotion, gets a second portion of emotion. So you, of course, feel a lot of people's emotions. And then, of course, you feel your emotions very large. And we've got a Leo full moon coming up here in like 3 days, which is expanding emotion in a fiery way. And especially Leo energy. One of the things that stands out with it is that it's about how I'm seen, because Leo energy, lower vibrational Leo energy is look at me. And then higher vibrational Leo energy is like, follow me. They're natural, strong leaders, right? So you are feeling a lot of emotion, you're feeling a lot of that stuff, and you got the 10 of arrows, the 10 of swords, which a lot of the people pleasing energy, right? Of supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be's, but the 10 of arrows is like, I'm sick and tired of trying to please everyone to make it. And what do people think about me and all this? It takes a lot of our energy, right? So there is great awareness. There's a gift in this situation for you, right? I know it doesn't seem like a gift. If so, you're like, where's the receipt? I want to return this, right? But and you're not alone in that. Every human, we grow up tribe oriented, pack animal oriented. We don't want to be ostracized from our tribe. We're taught to what will people think? We've heard that growing up all the time. What will people think if they see you doing that? What will people think about you? You better get good grades in school. What are people going to think in class if you are the only one that fails? What about this? We're given that all growing up, right? But at some point, we reach this energy of I'm just tired. I'm tired of fearing letting people down or fearing what people will think about me. And so the sadness and all the energy that you're feeling is actually rooted in fear. And it's like um, something that really can help us is the mysterious they. What will they think? Well, people who really know me aren't going to believe rumor. If they hear a rumor, they're going to come and ask me, is this true? And you're like, no. And they'll believe you because they know you, right? The people that don't know you that are making judgments on a rumor, why in hell do we care what these people think, right? They are poor decision makers because they don't have any of the facts. They just hear a rumor and they're making a judgment call on that. Then if they have if they come to stupid conclusions, why do I care what they think? Because they make stupid conclusions, right? And so we get to our fears in this 10 of arrows, which is called instruction. It's helping you in your life because it's bringing these things forward for you so that you can face these fears that have been bubbling below the surface to free you from them. And it's like the salmon swimming back upstream. Bye. They can go where other people can't go. Other fish are like, oh my God, how do you swim upstream? I'm just going that way, but you're like, I can do it, So there is this strength that you have that's here. And I like this for you because, you can get to the root of your fears. You can question, okay, so what am I fearing if people believe this rumor? If the rumor is not true, then you're like, well, people will show me who they are, and that's okay. If your boss, if you think it's going to impact your raises, your job, you think you're going to get fired over a rumor, well, if it's the kind of company that fires you over a rumor, thank you. They're going to let you go to a company that's doesn't make stupid choices again, right? So it's always about getting to the root and understanding, what am I fearing around this? And if the rumor is true, who cares? Again, it's living up to who you are, realizing who you are, and realizing you feel a lot of emotion, you feel things, but it's coming back to letting all these expectations go, letting all these stories go. And if you're like, if these people are going to believe stories, then they're children. Children believe stories. Uh, emotionally mature adults believe facts and will research and confirm things. And if people don't, and they just jump to conclusions, then they're telling you about them, not about you, right? But it's an important time for you to be able to stand up on your own and realize, um, what am I fearing? And usually when I feel like lower vibrational emotions coming up, I'll ask myself, what am I fearing? What am I trying to control? I'm trying to control what other people will think of me. Good luck. It, Years and decades, zero success. It's a waste of time. Don't worry about it. So what am I fearing? What am I trying to control? What am I trying to fix? What are my expectations? Well, people shouldn't believe rumors. Well, people believe rumors, and when they do, they do. It blows over until the next rumor goes around the office. And but again, people show you who they are by the decisions they make and what they do. It doesn't tell you who you are. Other people's actions tell you how they feel about themselves and and who they are, right? So hopefully that helps. I feel like it's a great opportunity for you to really step into your strength and go, you know what? um, and we've all been there. We all fear it. We've all had to overcome different things at different times too, and that's okay. You just realize what's the worst thing that could happen. Everyone believes it, and you don't want to work there anymore. You go find a job somewhere else and start fresh. What's the worst that could happen, right? And you're just like, yeah, nothing is for forever. Everything is temporary, right? So hopefully that helps a little bit, Melissa. Hang in there. You're definitely not alone. We've all when we're living on a planet with all these billions of humans, we have fun, dramatic plays going on all over the place, right? So we love you and we believe you. All right. Hang in there, my dear. All right. And then up next, we've got Nelia Medeiros. And for your free reading, thank you for your donations earlier. Why does your brother say that Adriana and Trevor are broken up but still living together? Is this true? Let's find out. Why does your brother say that Adrian and Trevor are broken up, and then are they? Okay. Well, we got the 8 of Cups coming in here. So the why is he saying it? I mean, there's this emotion. This is walking away from relationships that don't serve them, them anymore. And I feel like because doesn't your brother like Adriana? Let me see. Is it true? Yeah. Because we've got dreams come true with the star card and the Page of Cups, which is new emotion. So even though they're broken up, they're still living together, and he wants to know that because I feel this seems familiar that your brother likes Adriana and Adriana likes your brother, but he wants to make sure it's clear that no, they're breaking up because I'm not a side salad from the meal. I'm actually I feel like he's telling you because if he hasn't shared that yet, they will, but he's kind of like wanting to say, no, they're broken up. They're just still living together because they can't afford separate apartments yet, or their lease, or, uh, they both don't make enough money to have the same apartment, they can't, at least currently they can't, afford it. So they're kind of roommates. And I feel like that's true with these cards. But I feel like that's why they're telling you is to prepare if he hasn't broken the news yet that they are hanging out and maybe even dating. But I feel like that's why they want you to know that. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. So that's what they have for you, Nelia. And then Mysterious, you are up next. So, what positive major things are coming towards you soon? All right, let's take a look here. All right, so here, what do we have coming in here? We got a blessing in disguise. All right. So you got the Blasted Oak, which is the Tower card. So this is the blessing in disguise. You have something that's coming in that's going to remove something. I don't feel like it's someone. I feel like there's a situation which can involve someone, but I feel like a situation is being removed out of your life to make space for something that's more in alignment with your higher self and to clear your pathway to move forward toward it. So you will have something that's suddenly removed out of your path, which it's something that's been a thorn in your side or something that's been holding you back. And it's good because it allows you to move forward into something that aligns with you here. So I really like that. So that's a positive thing. And then the Ace of Bows, the Ace of Swords, this is about new communication coming in. And so I feel like you're going to, not like it's a long lost love finally returning or something like that. But I do feel like it was someone important in your life that you guys, it's not like you had a falling out. I feel like they moved away because there's like distance and then you guys lost touch. But they're back now and they're reigniting a friendship with you. And I feel like it was a close one. I don't know if it's a cousin because it feels more than, it doesn't feel like just a blood relative. but it doesn't feel like a non-blood relative, but it feels like someone very important, if that makes sense. Someone related to you somehow, but they're back and you're like, oh my God. And it's just like, it's like they never left. You guys pick it up right where you left off. And I feel like that's coming towards you soon as well. So hopefully that makes sense to you. That's what's coming in right now, mysterious. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Queen, you are up. So can you please tell me what will be my future career profession? All right. So based on your current energies, let's see where you're headed. Because there's no wrong career, there's no wrong profession. That's something that we are left to be able to choose here. We get to choose how we uniquely want to express the unconditional love in our heart with the world. And we also get to choose with our mind something that distracts us from doing that, and that our mind's saying, well, this is the responsible thing to do. But really, is this what you want to do? Your heart is like, no, I want to do this. But your mind is like, well, let's do the responsible thing. Let's do this. And you're like, oh, your heart's like, no. So let's take a look here and see what you're currently choosing. And then you can decide if you want to change course. So where you're headed right now. There it is. Yeah, I feel like you're being called somewhere else. Because you got the Eight of Bows, the Eight of Wands, which is a lot of activity. It's like whatever field or this career profession that you were kind of wanting to head towards is a very competitive. It takes a lot of energy, and there's a lot of people flooding that with the Eight of Wands energy. I normally don't read it that way, but that's what's coming through. Well, the Judgment card, the Great Bear, is your higher self calling you to something that's more in alignment with your higher self and your higher heart. So the direction that you're heading, I do feel, is like whatever this opinion was, all these opinions growing up, and you're thinking, well, this is what I should do. But when we're sorry, they didn't go out, didn't have any water in my mouth. I'm all, let me take a drink. So it's something that meets your mind's fears and the checklist, but your heart isn't into it. And when you wake up in the morning going, oh crap, I got to go live my dream today. It's not your dream, it's someone else's. When you're living your dream, you're excited and you're drawn to it. And it's a discovery, it's a scavenger hunt. So if you don't know what it is, because so much of the time we're brainwashed and growing up around conditioning of what we should want, what our brain tells us we want, that sometimes we don't have a clue. But when we realize there's no right or wrong, we don't have to figure out our entire lives. You can follow your heart, follow your joy where it's leading you right now at the present time in your life, and it will guide you through all that. But you don't have to decide, you know, your entire career today, right? So it's a discovery, it's a scavenger hunt. It's like trying this and trying that if you're not sure. It's like always going to the restaurants everyone else wants to, and then you're trying to find out what is my favorite. You go try a bunch of different things, and then you're like, oh my God, this is it. This is my favorite restaurant now. Because you found it, right? And that's your joy. But that doesn't mean you can't change your favorite restaurant later because a new sushi place comes into town and you're like, this is my new, and it's okay. We are allowed to transform and change our minds as we weave our lifetime here and our adventures. If you want to get some guidance, there's a great book by Sahara Rose called Discovering My Dharma. Discovering Your Dharma? Something like that. But she has a website. It's I am sahararose.com. Just I and then AM together and then SAH Sahara SAHARAH um, Rose ROSE.com. And she has some free I'm so sorry, my voice is trying to go away. she has some tabs up there that have like it says Dharma, and there's little quizzes you can take, and it gives you information to help you kind of discover how, by the way you answer the questions, how you want to express yourself to the world. That can help narrow things down for you too. So, um, that's what you have. And I do have life purpose readings that are on sale. If you can look at the description box of the video, and in even one of them, if you do the hour-long one and give me your birth information, I'll pull your birth chart and give you guidance based on your birth chart and your nodes of fate, and different things too. So if you're interested, check that out. No pressure, just letting you know it's there. All right. So that's what they have for you right now, Queen. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I'm like, no, it doesn't. I want to know exactly what it is. I know. We wish a scroll would fall from the heavens, right? And go, oh, here it is. That's kind of what astrology is in a way. It tells us a lot about, you know, what our inclinations and what we're drawn for and drawn towards, especially our North Node. But you got your 10th house and where your Capricorn, any planets in Capricorn, and where your Saturn is. There's all sorts of things you can kind of get inklings of what your natural tendencies and talents are too. Um, but anyway, I think I was going to tell you something else, but it's gone. Oh, but the scroll falling from the heavens. And we did that all before, a couple iterations of humanity ago, where we came down fully knowing who we are, what we're doing, and all that. And it was boring. So this scavenger hunt is more exciting, at least for our higher selves. For us humans, we know it gets a little frustrating. So hang in there and enjoy the adventure. All right. Much love, Queen. Hang in there. All right. And then let me move some more over here. So we have Black Life. You are up next. Let me just move a few more here. Come on. Do one more. There we go. Let's see here. We've got probably about 10, around 10 people left. So hang in there. We're getting there. So Black Life, what type of job offer will you get soon? Like what kind of work? All right. Let's take a look here. Based on your current energies, let's see what you're drawing towards you. All right, there's one. Oh, there's the other. Okay. All right. So interesting. So you got the Four of Cups coming in here, and the Six of Pentacles too. Now, this energy that's coming in here, the Four of Vessels, the Four of Cups, I feel like the kind of job that you're drawing in is something that you've done time and time and time again. She's bored. She's like, "Ugh, that again? I don't want to have to do that again." And the Six of Stones, the Six of Pentacles, is about um, an out of balance give and receive ratio of exchange. And what I mean by that is that when we're younger, like 7 years old and younger, we give so much to the important people in our lives, usually like parents, grandparents, people who were important to us as children, that age range. And we feel we gave so much and got so little back that we thought, oh, the rate of exchange is I have to give 1,000 coins and I get 1 coin back. And then that seeps down into our subconscious. We're children. We don't know any better. We think that's fair. It's not. It's way out of balance, right? But then our lives, we run on this overgiving, and there's this worth that our inner child judges everything by, going, no, 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 you don't deserve those other jobs yet. You only deserve that right now. What I will do, I have a couple of videos. Well, I have one around the Six of Pentacles. That's free. It's from my Take 10 with Zen series that I did. Let me find it here. And what I will do, and actually, I'm going to give you both the energy focus one and the Six of Pentacles. These are some great videos, and what I will do is I will post a comment at the end when I'm done with these readings. I'll have a pinned comment, and then I will also add it into the description box of the video right by your name. It'll have both of those links so that you can click on those, and it'll give you some information, because what that does is they're like 10 minutes or less, but it talks about our energy. It talks about that out of balance rate of giving and receiving. Our energy can keep things away from us, and our subconscious, we're not conscious of it, our subconscious rate of exchange also keeps things away. It keeps a force field where these things are trying to get to us, but they can't get to us because our little inner child goes, no, 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 you don't deserve that yet. So you can't have that, you know. But when we make those adjustments, it allows those things to fall. And then other things come in that higher paying, more exciting, growth jobs, great opportunities. Right now, I feel like the energy is it's bringing in same old, same old. And you're like, God, no, I don't want to do that again. So if you look at those videos, and we'll be done here probably within 30 minutes, probably. It'll be on there. I just don't have a chat where I can put it out there right now. But if you look back on that, then those can help as well. So, yay, there is a solution. Thank God. All right. So, thank you again. Many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. And then we have Fairy Tale. You are up. So, a general love reading for who is coming and his personality. All right. Let's take a look here. All right, let's see what we got coming in here. Wow. My. Well, we do have the Nine of Cups, which is like emotional dream come true. It's like, what? And then the Six of Wands, which is victory and someone who's very balanced. So, I mean, this personality is going to be like, you're like, I have hit the lottery. And so I like this because you're just like are going to be, and this isn't love, the love is blind energy, where you're like, they're the best thing ever. And your friends are like, what? Here, wake up. This is truly when you're like, you get to know them and you're just like, seriously? You know, like a lot of great things in common, things that you love to do, same passions. Um, you have enough different stuff too to have uniqueness that you guys get to introduce each other to things. But with the Six of Wands too, there is this, equal attraction, this equal energy between the two of you. And but I do like that you guys have a lot of same experiences and different things like shut up, me too. And then eventually it's just like whatever. And you're like, what, you too? Yep. And you're like, no way. But you've had like parallel paths ish enough where there's so many things that you guys just really click really well. And again, it feels like a dream come true. You're just like, and I feel like you guys get things like maybe you both like love movies. And so you throw out a vague movie reference and they match it and you're like, what? And then also music lyrics or, it's like you guys have commonality things that when you do it, you're just like, no way. And you show up in the same t-shirt for the same group you went to go, and you actually were at the same concert just among, thousands of people. No way. It's that kind of thing that comes in here. It's like a fairy tale. And I like this energy that's coming in here. Yeah, that's what they want you to know right now. They don't want to give you too much. You get too excited and you won't be able to stand it. You'll have to just spit. That's funny. All right, so that's what they have right now for you, fairy tales. So many blessings to you. All right, and then Aamir Khan. So tell you about your girlfriend. Her name is Sweetie. Is she moved on or should I wait for her? This sounds familiar. I think you did ask this within the last few weeks. I do so many readings too, so when it stands out. So I do remember pulling cards for that. Um, and we'll see. We'll pull cards and see if energy has changed because, of course, choices. I can make a choice tomorrow and my whole trajectory changes. So we'll pull fresh cards. But if you did ask before, it is there somewhere. And if you know what day it was and you can't find it, just comment on the video and go, it was on this day, but I can't find it, brother, and I'll find it for you. All right, let's take a look here. Has she moved on? All right. Yeah. You got the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion, the eel swimming on down the stream here. And I do remember the other energy was that they had moved on, and that it is in your best interest to also move on and not wait for them because you have this King of Vessels, the King of Cups, which is someone who is a balance between head and heart. It's one of my cards of a ideal partner that fits like a glove, and it's someone that is just this compatible person that's just, it's like I said, it fits like a glove. And though Sweetie, I know it's like, well, no, I that's her. She's a perfect fit. If she's a perfect fit, she wouldn't have fallen off. I know it's a tough truth, and I know. But we can trust with our lives and we can trust creator and spirit that when someone is moved out of our lives, it's to create space in our life for someone. If it's someone who goes, that is more aligned with our higher self, more aligned with the path that our soul wants to go on. And so when someone is moved out of our life, it's for us, even though it feels like to us sometimes in the beginning, right? But when we realize it is for me and that they're clearing this away so that I can have something. It was meant to be. You learned about yourself. You learned a lot about life, and now you're ready for this kind of upgrade that will be coming your way. Someone that's just so compatible with you. So that's what they have for you, Aamir. So hang in there, and hopefully that resonates for you. Right? Many blessings. All right. And then we have Chevena, maybe Henry. I hopefully I didn't ruin that too badly there. You want to know any positive inspiration from the universe? Always, right? Oh, boom. They're like, yeah. Card came flying out. I love it. Yeah. You have the Five of Stones, the Five of Pentacles, which says endurance, and you have the Page of Bows, which is the Page of Wands. And the Five of Stones, the Five Pentacles it's a transformation of beliefs about, the fear of being abandoned, of being left behind, of out in the cold, of not being enough, of not having enough. And this Page of Wands talks about your power and your energy and this heightened awareness of your energy. So the Five of Pentacles tells us that when we depend on a human thinking that they're supposed to bring us our sustenance in a world, that it's humans that bring me what I need in life, then that's where we experience abandonment and being left behind and being left out in the cold. Because when a human who has an inner child who feels unsafe or out of control, when it does, we go into fight or flight mode. We revert to a 2-year-old with its pet hissing cat. That survival mode means we pull back everything for ourselves and go, mine, mine, I need everything to be able to survive. And that's when we experience abandonment, right? But creator, spirit, they do not ever go into fight or flight mode. They do not fear. And they have endless resources. And they're the ones that bring us our sustenance in each moment, not humans. They may use them as the shipping company to bring things to us, but it comes from source, from creator. And like, I'm turning 58 years old here in like 3 days. Um, and you build this trusting relationship knowing, I've never ever not had what I needed to live, or I'd be dead right now, obviously. Maybe not everything my ego wanted for its validation and definition and blah, blah, blah. But I've always had everything I need, and we can trust the creator that we will never be without what we need in the moment. We always will have enough. And there's this energy that you will always get through each moment, or we won't. In either case, we'll be fine. And it's a big thing to really think about, because it's like, I'm either going to get through this moment and I'm going to be fine, or I'm not going to get through this moment. I'm going to be dead. And if I'm dead, then I'm back on the other side, which I'm much better off than I'm in this humanity in comparison. Not that we're going to seek death or anything. It's not that at all. But it's realizing, yeah, what am I afraid of? I'm going to go into the arms of multitude of beings of unconditional love and light. Psh, boom. You know, that's what we have waiting for us. So we can make it through another day. And this page of wands also tells you that the power of your life lies in your own hands, right? Like, so whatever I focus on is what grows and expands. And there's no wrong choice, just different choices with different experiences. If I focus on lower vibrational energies of lack, of fear, of want, need, what I hate, I repel the things I want out of my life, and the things I fear, I draw to me. The lower vibration, because that's my energy is attracting whatever I'm focusing on. And if I focus on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude, that's the energy of the high realms, and that's the energy of receiving. It opens up the floodgates to bring in those more of those things we're grateful for. And so there's, especially around lack, if I'm like, I'm needing money, I'm needing abundance. If I'm focusing on I need, my energy is saying I enjoy needing, not having, because if I have, then my need go away. But if I'm focusing on needing, that's what that my energy is drawing, more need, right? But when I'm focused on gratitude for what I do have in my life, what I've had in my life, and I say, Creator, you can ask once, I really would like to have some abundance, but I give that to you, and I trust that you're going to bring me the perfect abundance and the perfect timing and the perfect way. And then I go living my life of gratitude and releasing it. And we know we've released it when I don't have um, any more attachment to the outcome, if it happens or not. I truly release it and go, you know what? I'm so grateful with what I have in this moment. If you bring me more, I'm happy. If you don't bring me more, I have everything I need in this moment. Thank you. And that kind of changes the energy. So I feel like that's the positive inspiration that they want to give you, is that you're not on an out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode in a gorge, but that everything that's unfolding is happening for us, and we can know that it's happening for us. And if I don't like what something's going on, then I don't focus on the low vibration. I can focus on the higher vibration and change my circumstances, because I hold the power of my destiny and of my life. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Patsy A, you are up. So your free reading. Is there any new person coming regarding your romantic life? All right, let's take a look here based on current energies. Is there any new person coming your way here? No card, sorry. No, I'm just kidding. They never, ever bypass an opportunity to speak with us. All right, so you do have the Ace of Cups, which would be new love coming your way. Now you have the Seven of Arrows, insecurity. It's also the thief, the deceiver, kind of energy, which is not them. But this is these are our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that deceive us and steal opportunities from us because we have this subconscious or these beliefs around love and a relationship that are not um, matching the energy to allow them to come in here. So you do have them headed your way, but in order to um, bring them in faster and allow them past these forest fields, it's important for you to question, what fears do I have around relationship, especially betrayal, deceit, lying, someone not being true, and go, okay, and being cheated on or whatever, right? So it's like these fears, we don't want to draw in lower vibrational energy that matches that and draws things. Like if I'm like I had a lot of fears growing up because my mom was cheated on when I in between my older brother and me, and um so she had fear about being cheated on. Even within the womb, I felt it and growing up. And so I had this fear embedded in me of people cheat, people cheat, people cheat. I don't want to be with a cheater. I don't want to find a cheater. I don't want to find a cheater. And number one, a cheater. Number two, a cheater. Number three, a cheater. I'm like, I drew them right to me. It's like a Chester the cheetah walking, you see him on the Serengeti and you're like, oh, whatever you do, don't attract that cheetah to you. And you're like, cheetah, don't come near me. I don't want you to come near me. And the cheetah's like, what? You want me to come near you? We're like, no, that's what our energy does. We're paying attention to it. It draws it to us. Instead, we focus on, you know, transforming those fears and then focusing on higher vibration. So, I like that. There is a love headed joy, but it's really doing that work is important because you don't want to keep doing what we've done and draw on what we've had before, right? We want, to draw in something higher vibration. So letting go of those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that were set and created to protect you, you don't need those anymore, because you realize that Um, for me, I realized that these cheaters were mirrors for me showing how I was cheating on myself with them because I was looking for my worth in them instead of for my higher self and my self love and my self respect. I was looking for their respect. I was looking for their validation instead of validating myself. And so when we realize that other people's actions don't mean anything about me, they tell me about them. What I look and I see in the mirror when I'm looking at them is for me. And so there's a lot of awareness that can come from all that. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you right now, Patsy. Yay! Freedom. All right. Okay, just a couple more here. Well, not a couple, a few more. So infinity, you'll be up next. Let me just move these others down here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So I think we got four more. So infinity, what does spirit have to say about how it would go if you roommated with K? Ruminated. Okay. So based on current energies, if you roommated with K, what kind of energy would surround you? All right. All right. We've got the stag here, which is the justice card, which is a balance. The 8 of swords, and the justice card, both of those are about balancing out thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. It wouldn't be horrible. It's a very flowing, balancing energy, but they're also you guys are different and you'd have to work out that they don't do things exactly the way that you do and you don't do things exactly like they do. So you would need to focus on balancing things and understanding and working through things like anybody that cohabitates in anything. Like work, people at work have to learn to work with each other and they're from different worlds in a way, right? So it feels flowing. It doesn't feel like there's any like we have uh 2 number 8s. 8, the stag, and 8 of arrows, which is a flowing number. Think of 4 on each side. There's this nice flow in the middle. So it does flow, and I don't feel like there's a lot of conflict, um, like extraordinary conflict, just regular conflicts that you just need to work through, like, "Hey, when you do that, do you mind if you would do that?" Um, and working out, like, you know, duties and different things like that, and cleaning up after yourself, and everyone does things differently, and it's like, and then you have to decide what is important and what's not, because you can't make them be everything you want them to be, and they can't make you be everything they want you to be. And so it's like, well, when you cook, can you do this? It's like, let them cook how they're going to cook and learn from each other, right? If we approach it that way, we get along. If we try to force our ways on someone else, then you have battles, right? So that's what they have for you, Infinity. Hopefully that gives you what you need to know to make a decision. Many blessings to you. And then Ateshi Singh, why do you keep dreaming about SSP and his possible partner? Ooh, all right. Let's take a look here. All right. Yeah. Well, you're working through, it's your mind working through some fears here. You've got the Seven of Swords, which is the thief, the betrayer, the liar energy, and the Ten of Swords, which is the people pleasing. All of these supposed to be, should be's, need to be's, have to be's, must be's. So you've got a lot of, um, and these will be subconscious that are coming up to be, they bring it in your dreams to process, and um, so that you can play it out on that uh, movie screen in your head, so that you can transform these fears and these triggers and understand. So it's like, okay, what fears do I have around this, or what emotions are coming up in these dreams? Be aware of those. If you keep dreaming them, then it's something's processing, but there's something that it wants you to recognize within yourself. It isn't about truly about them. It's about the stories that are in here about SSP and that possible partner, or they're representing the character of you and a future partner, and you're playing it out in a safe zone, going, well, if they're characters that aren't me, I can look at it a little differently, instead of, I'm not ready to look at that as that me being me in with a future partner and whatever's going on in the dream. So be really aware of what the dream is bringing in. But I don't feel it's like premonition dreams or this. I feel like it's these fears and stories being worked out within you. It's your subconscious wanting to release yourself from some triggers and some fears. So that's what I feel is coming in. All right. So many blessings to Ateshi. And then Vidhi Jalan. Hello, hello. Any opportunities that you're attracting at the moment? All right. Let's take a look here. Based on your current energies, what are you attracting towards you as far as opportunities? We're always attracting something, right? Our energy is always drawing something. Let's see what's going on here. Mm. Well, your heart here with the seer, the high priestess, is really, really wanting to draw something to you. And I kind of feel like you're being this invitation to step away from the chaos, reach out to the higher heart and to spirit, look behind the veil, dive deep into your emotions, because there seems to be a conflict here between your head and your heart. Your Five of Swords is your head, having its idea of what it thinks is supposed to be and should be and need to be, and expectations, and that. And your heart, with the Seven of Cups, has so many things it wants. And so there's this battle that's going back and forth. And like your mind is shooting arrows at your ideas of your heart. And your heart is like, why do you always get to decide what we do and where we're headed and what we're drawing in? the heart wants to draw on something that makes it sing, makes it want to be happy. And that's why I feel like with this high priestess card, they're inviting you to kind of step away from everything, get out of the chaos, get into the quiet. And then even if you have to like write something to yourself from your non-dominant hand, which helps you connect to your subconscious, helps you connect to your heart, you can go, what is it that you would like to do, and see what comes through with writing with that hand, and just see the difference between your head and your heart on what um, where you're gone. Because I feel like what you're attracting for opportunities at the moment, it feels like your mind goes to this to attract this, and then your heart goes, no, no, no. And it goes, and it goes, I want this. And it starts to draw this. And the mind goes, no. And each time that things drift away because your mind wants this and then it drifts, but your heart wants this, but your mind wants this. And it's like you never draw it closer, because it's like drawing in two different little canoes from a lake, or like, let's say, the ocean, because the tide keeps taking it back out. When you start to do it and you have to let go to go focus on this one, that drifts away, right? So hopefully that makes sense. And I feel like they're saying, step out and find something that both your head and your heart can agree to, then you can pull those in together, and then you can draw those things. But it feels like things are drifting away because your head and your heart are battling right now. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. All right. And then lastly but not leastly, we have Kashish Sharma. So thank you for your patience in getting to your reading. And you want to know, is the person on your mind your future spouse? And you feel emotionally connected to them. All right, well, let's take a look here and see. So the person that's on your mind, or was on your mind, are they your future spouse based on current energies? All right, let's see what we got here. um, I do not feel like they are. You've got the death and rebirth card. And you've also got the judgment card, which is your higher self calling you in a different direction. And the death and rebirth is an ending of one thing and a beginning of something new. So with these cards, there's someone more. I mean, if you feel like I feel like emotionally connected to them, there can be some past life energy with the death and rebirth card that you're picking up on, because that's like, death and rebirth can be like reincarnation energy. And so I feel like you're picking up on some past life energy with them. But as far as like destined relationship in this lifetime, I feel like it's someone else, because you're being called to see things from a different perspective. Um, and we're all feeling a lot more past life connections with people. Like last year, it's like all of humanity got 1% more access to their subconscious, which is where one of the entryways into the Akashic records is. And so we had this extra access to emotion from past lives that come in, especially we bump into people, or people that were even already in our lives. We're like, where's this emotion coming from? It's past life. And then this year, even if you thought last year was expansive, it's like every month we get 1% more access to our Akashic records, our subconscious this year. It's huge expansion. That's why humanity is going through such pivotal changes. So I feel like you're picking up on a lot of that from a past life. Um, but I feel like there's someone more, which is going to be even more so. So sorry. That's what's coming through right now, Kashish. So hang in there. All right. And thank you guys again so much for your patience in getting to your readings. I really appreciate that. And so I will also post a comment here in a moment. I'll pin it. Um, so you guys, and it's also already in the description box of the video, the order in which the readings were completed, so you can find those. I will be back Friday for more free readings at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, because I'm on Friday nights, Saturday morning, Saturday night, and Sunday mornings. And but if you're interested in personal reading, they're on sale. I have also past life readings, life purpose readings, birthday readings, and relationship readings. Ooh la la! All are on sale. They're listed in the description box of the video. And then if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, we also get together during the week. Wednesday nights, we have a couple hours together. I have 2 levels. Zen Cricket, $2.99 a month, and Praying Mantis, $7.99 a month. And so we all get together, both levels, on Wednesday for a couple hours. We do free readings. We do oracle readings, past life readings, talk about other stuff. And then Praying Mantis members, we get together on Thursday nights, a special session for them, as well as Friday and Saturday night after that session, and Sunday morning after that session, for at least an hour. And we dive deeper. Like right now, we're talking about the astrology of the soul and getting into some North Node life purpose stuff, which is always fun. We dive deeper, we get to know each other more. It's a smaller group as well. So if you're interested, there's a link down on how to join that as well. I think that's it. So thank you guys again for all the love and all the support. I'm so glad we're on this journey together. This is a wonderful year of adventure, and so I'm so glad we're in this together. I have a ton of free content too, ton of playlists listed in the description box, or if you go to my main page, they're all at the top saying new for 2025. We've got new moon readings, full moon readings, when the sun changes signs, the Zen Gate portals, which we have like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 every month. We got weekly Zen Bites, which are little videos that help us maintain or return to our Zen. We got a quest video each month. We got quarterly equinox and solstice readings, and then also the 2025 energy forecast by each individual zodiac sign. So a lot of free content if you're interested in more messages from Spirit as well. All right, blah, 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 it's enough. Much love to you all, and remember, as we're going through this adventure, every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love, hang in there, take care of yourself, and have fun. We'll see you soon.